friends, today we will see the next topic from the Information Theory and Source Coding unit. Today's our topic is a Lambert-Zim coding. Lambert-Zim coding. Okay. This is the name of inventor who have invented this coding or the type of the coding is as a name Lambert-Zim coding. Okay. In last lecture we have seen the coding regarding the Huffman coding. Okay. In last lecture we have seen Huffman coding. In the Huffman coding we have seen how we can convert the code by using the tree, and we get the strength or the number of length of the code, how many numbers or how many code words we can find out by using the tree. Okay, by using the tree we can find out the Huffman code. Now some of the disadvantages, or we say that some limitations of the Huffman coding we can overcome by using this Lambert-Zim coding. First we will see which are the disadvantages of the Huffman coding. The first disadvantage of the Huffman code is that the symbol probabilities must be known. Symbol probabilities. These symbol probabilities must be known to encoder as well as the decoder also. Encoder and decoder. Because both the sides, at the sending and receiving side, that means encoder and decoder must know the every tree for the Huffman coding. That is nothing but these symbol probabilities must be known, and that cannot be possible every time to send the overall symbol probabilities to the encoder as well as the decoder. That's why this is the disadvantage of the Huffman coding. Disadvantage of Huffman coding. Okay, this is the first disadvantage of the Huffman coding. Symbol probabilities must be known to encoder as well as the decoder. Then next disadvantage is that in the Huffman code, encoder and decoder must know the coding tree. Encoder and decoder must know the coding tree also at the receiver and the transmitter side also. Okay. Second disadvantage, it is a coding tree, regarding the coding tree. And the last, also in the Huffman code, we have to compromise the efficiency of the code. There is a compromise in the efficiency of the code. That's why to overcome these three disadvantages of the Huffman code, we are going for the Lambert-Zim coding. Okay, this Lambert-Zim coding is there is a no need to draw the tree. Also, by following the sequence and repetition, we can find out the Lambert-Zim coding. So that first we will see the principle of the Lambert-Zim coding. First, it is a principle of the Lambert-Zim coding of this information source and theory is that the encoding in this algorithm is done based on parsing the source data stream. Parsing the source data stream. Parsing, it is nothing but by partitioning. To give the break the source data stream in the short distances or in the short number of coding. That's why, and that stream into segments and that are shortest substances not encountered previously. And that data stream we have to convert into the short segments. Short segments. Okay, whatever the given data stream in the numerical, we can take this data stream and there is a short segments of that data stream. म्हणजे छोटे छोटे तुकड्यांमध्ये छोटे छोटे डिजिट्स मध्ये स्टार्ट करायचे. That is from the LSB. Okay. For example, we will take a one data stream. We will take one data stream to solve the coding of this is 0 0 0 1 0 1 0 1 0 0 1. Okay. Now, as of that, the binary symbols 0 and 1 have already been stored in this order. So, we have to find out the subsequence stored. Subsequence stored. Subsequence stored. Already stored subsequence. It is 0 and 1. These are the subsequence stored in the previous data. Now the next it is data to be passed. Data to be passed. We have to pass this data, given data 0 0 0 1 0 1 1 0 1 0 1 0 1 0 0 1. This is as it is. This data stream we have taken to be passed. From LHS, find the shortest subsequence. Now, from the LSB, we have to find the shortest subsequence, which is not encountered previously, and that's why already we have stored 0 and 1. Now, the next subsequence, it is 0, already is there. Next short subsequence we can take as 0 0. Okay. Next subsequence, it is a first one as it is 0 1, we can take as it is. This is a subsequence, it is a 0 0. Now go for the next subsequence as shortest subsequence, and that should be not repeated. That's why the remaining next one subsequence, it is a 0 0 we have taken. Next it is a 0, 0 is already in there, 1 is already in there, but as 0 1 is there, it is not in previous one, and it is a shortest. That's why we have taken here as a 0 1. Next subsequence 0 1. Then next it is a 0 1. Already 0 is there, 1 is there. Then 0 1 is there, 0 1 already we have taken from this. Now the next that subsequence, it should be not repeated. That's why we will take 0 1 0. Okay. Next short subsequence, it will be a 0 1 0. Now the remaining new one subsequence, it is a 1 0. 1 0 is there. 1 0 is not repeated. We can take as it is 1 0, and the 0 1 is also there. 1 0 0 1 is there. That's why we will take a subsequence in the following manner: 0 1 0 0 0 1 0 1 0 and 0 1 0 1. Zero one zero 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 one zero zero 1 0 1 0 we can take as it is, and 0 1 again it is repeated. That's why we will take as it is 1 0 0 1. That is a new subsequence. Okay. In this way we can segment the given data stream, and then we have to give the numerical position. Numerical position. We will make a small table numerical position and subsequences. One here first one 0, 2 it is of 1, then 3 of 0 0, then 4 0 1 it is for 4, for 5 it is of 0 1 0, 6 it is of 1 0, and 7 it is of 1 0 0 1. Okay, these are the numerical for the given subsequence, numerical position and subsequence. Okay, then numerical representation, we can write the numerical representation. The next step is a numerical representation. We can continue this table as it is by a third row of the table. Third row of the table, it is a numerical representation. As it is a 0 and 1, that's why no need to write here numerical representation. For this 0 0, in the numerical representation, this 0 it is nothing but for this numerical position. 0 is at the numerical position of the 1. Again this 0 it is on the numerical position for the 1. Then next 0, this 0 it is in the position of 1 and 1 it is in the position of the 2. Then next 4 it is a 0 1. 0 1 it is in the numerical position of the 4 and this 0 it is on the 1 position. Then 1 0, 1 0 it is a new sequence, as we can write in the numerical position of the 1 for the 2 and 0 for the 1 position. And this 7 it is 1 0 is there, as we will take 1 0 in the position of the 6 and 0 1 in the position of the 4. In this way we can give the numerical representation by using this numerical position of the row first in the previous way. That's why this is the numerical representation by using the Lampert geocoding. In this same manner we can encode these numbers by using the fourth row as a encoding of these two, and this encoding we have to send to the decoder. At the side of the decoder they have decoded by using this first bit from the MSB as an innovative bit, and this first one as a pointer. In this way, in the row 4, we will get encoding of the binary number. In this way, we can encode and decode by using the Lampert geocoding.